Hello everyone, my name is Aaron Christensen. This is Horror 101 with Dr. AC. Welcome to October and the first day of Scare-A-Thon 2024, which is benefiting the Women's Reproductive Rights Assistance Project. We are going to be rolling through 31 days and 31 nights and a whole bunch of movies, more than 31. In fact, here is the first half of the stack, and I'll just put the other half over here. And then we have the second half. So it's going to be quite a month. Kicking things off is going to be Orphan from 2009, directed by Juame Collet-Sera. And it was celebrating its 15th anniversary this year. And Shout Factory put out this recent release. So you got a nice little slipcover. And I got to say, so when this movie first came out, this is the one with the creepy little girl who gets adopted and turns out to be not exactly what she seems. And our parents are played by Vera Farmiga and Peter Sarsgaard. Yeah, Peter Sarsgaard. Peter Sarsgaard is one of those actors. I feel like he's like the less interesting Kiefer Sutherland. And I don't necessarily find Kiefer Sutherland all that interesting. But what I remember when this movie first came out, because I saw this in the theater and back in 2009, and I remember thinking, this movie is mean. This movie it goes places you don't expect it to. It's darker than you expect. You know, kids are doing the killing and kids are in danger and kids are, you know, like nearly killed. Sometimes you think they are killed. So I was quite impressed by how just kind of, you know, vicious this one got. And this came from Dark Castle, which was originally kicked off Joel Silver. They first started off doing some William Castle reboots like House on Haunted Hill, 13 Ghosts, etc. And then they started doing things like House of Wax, which even though it's named the same as the 1953 Vincent Price film, it's not a remake. And I really wish people would stop calling it a remake. It's not a remake of House of Wax at all. In fact, there's an actual House of Wax, a house built of wax in the movie. So that's why it's called House of Wax. And my buddy John Kitley and I used to joke that had it been called something other than House of Wax, had it been called, you know, House of Melting Terror, then it might not have gotten the backlash of being a remake, because it wasn't a remake. But what it was mean and fun and directed by the same guy, Juame Collet-Sera. And he has since gone on to direct some bigger projects. He had a string of films with Liam Neeson, you know, and kind of that middle-aged action star that he became. And then we also had Jungle Cruise and Black Adam, both featuring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Oh, and he also directed The Shallows, the shark movie, which is great. If you haven't seen The Shallows, it's one of the best of the sharksploitation films out there. Anyway, back to Orphan. I think the acting is really strong and the script is great. The script keeps pulling the rug out from under you. It plays with real emotions. You know, I think anybody who is a parent can recognize, you know, there are some real moments of tragedy there because the parents, Peter Sarsgaard and Vera Farmiga, they have two children already, one of whom is deaf, the daughter, and then there's a slightly older son. And then they adopt this girl. Well, Isabelle Fuhrmann plays her. Esther, that's her name. Esther, who we think might be from Russia. But, you know, she's got a mysterious past, so who knows where she's actually from. Esther gets adopted and comes into their home and starts to basically just start playing family members against one another. Even though it's 2 hours long, it manages to sustain the tension and draw things out. And again, just goes darker than you think it's going to, which is what I was really impressed with it back in 2009 when I saw it. And, you know, there are twists, and, you know, some of you in the 15 years that have transpired, you may have already had those twists spoiled for you, but it's really a solid film. I hadn't seen it since 2009, so revisiting it was really fun. So you got some special features here. You got a little, you know, kind of like talking about killer kids in movies, featurette. But what really struck me about this release from Shout Factory is they have 4 commentary tracks. Now, those 4 commentary tracks don't feature anybody who actually had anything to do with the making of the film. There are all these different online critics. Obviously, have not listened to all 4 of them, but I was flipping around. Just like, I'm not sure what all there is to say that's going to be that much different. But then again, if you've watched this channel at all, that's what I love to do is have conversation. And all of these are pairings of critics. So you got 2 different critics on each commentary track. So 8 different opinions being voiced over the course of the film, which I think is super fun. If you're going to be watching a commentary track, it's nice to pretend like you're hanging out with people. So that's Orphan 2009. I highly recommend it. I think you should pick this release up from Shout Factory. And looking forward to the next 30 days of October. Again, this is benefiting the Women's Reproductive Rights Assistance Project. I will have a link to the video about Scare-A-Thon right up here, and I'll also put it at the end of the video. I'll also have it down in the description of the video, because really this is about benefiting the Women's Reproductive Rights Assistance Project and getting women the help they need in their time of need in this very, very dark time indeed. I hadn't meant to rhyme there, but it's a dark poem nonetheless. So if you can make a contribution, please do. If everybody who watched one of these videos contributed $10, we would reach our $10,000 goal in no time. So please make a gesture, stand up, raise your voice. Let's do the right thing for these women. Let's do the right thing for ourselves. And I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say about Orphan and about the Scare-A-Thon. Please spread the word, and looking forward to seeing you tomorrow when we talk about our next film. Thanks, everybody. Again, this is Scare-A-Thon 2024. Everybody have a fantastic October. We'll see you soon.